I'm gonna hit record now just because, I mean, why not? I'll cut whatever I don't need.
I'm changing the stream title. We're Haunted Homies Season 51. Let's go. It's
Most of it's not even posted.
all behind the scene footage. Never released. I think that looks good, guys. There we go. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Late one evening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Heather Paul is outside on her front porch having some ice cream with her husband and her 2 sons. But then, Heather suddenly spots something that absolutely creeps her out.
Oh, hold on. It's still not sitting right. That'll be fine.
There's like little mosquitoes.
Little mosquitoes. Dude, the mosquitoes are getting bad.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh.
Got a crackhead behind her.
What?
Nah, that's a
something.
ghost. That's a ghost.
What did you say? What did
Look
you
at
say,
it.
Mommy?
It is kind of spectral.
I couldn't hear
She
you.
scares me.
Georgia State birds.
You gotta keep that open, so
That's your grandma.
doesn't get all.
Don't get your grandma, Aries.
You can't tell me to fucking go.
Wait, what? They can see it? I mean, you know, kids can, you know, they say they can see them, but
Heather whispers, she
Adults
scares
can't.
me, to her husband and children, but they have no idea what she's talking about. Neither her husband or sons can see the bizarre figure dressed in white that is walking down the sidewalk only about 20 feet away.
She's got
Heather
flip-flops
says
on.
that the woman looked like, quote,
It
a
looks like-
lady
yeah,
dressed
it looks
nurse
like a
from the
random person.
1950s, with an eerie grin on her face.
oh my god.
Heather is now freaked out. She
That much
can't
detail from that
understand why
far,
no
you're not
one
even
else saw
looking.
the strange nurse. So she checks the footage from their front door security camera, and sure enough, the recording also shows a creepy pale figure walking
I'm detecting a person right there
by.
too.
It just
I don't need a
immediately
camera to
creeped
tell me
out,
that.
so I just kind of like jumped.
But it gets even weirder, because you see, Heather lives only a mile away from a notorious old abandoned mental asylum, the Philadelphia State Hospital at Byberry.
So a little backstory, I live about a mile from where Byberry State Hospital used to be. This is one of the, I'm pretty sure the most notorious mental hospital in the country. A lot of abuse went on there. There was lobotomies performed on patients. There was experiments performed on patients.
Yeah.
A lot of them lost
got a
their
lot-
lives because they were just treated
They
so
got away with a
horribly.
lot of stuff in those old
The conditions
mental
that that
hospitals.
hospital was in was so inhumane, and no human should have ever had to go through what these patients went through. And these people just needed help. It's just very sad. They were so
A lot of quacks in
overcrowded.
there.
Like the nurse to patient ratio was just extreme.
With 2 student nurses and maybe 3 attendants, we have all we can do to bathe the patients, get them to cafeteria, take them to the doctors, give them their medications, and try to keep the place clean.
Now, when I was
Try
a kid growing
is
up,
indeed.
we used to definitely go in there, and it was really scary. Like the second you walk on the grounds, you just feel like it's cold. It's not normal. It feels weird. Like you can tell somebody's watching you. There's underground tunnels underneath, so we used to run around them too, and they used to use those tunnels to transport bodies. And there was still those like metal slab beds that they were still down there when we went in there, like, you know, in the 2000s. I felt my arm grabbed in there once, and I moved my flashlight because I thought it was my friend, and my friend was like over there, and I'm like, oh my god.
But this story gets even weirder still. Heather's
agree.
dad lived in the same house as a boy. When Heather shows her dad the creepy footage, he tells her that a woman named Linda used to live in the house next door. And during the 1950s, Linda was a nurse at the old Byberry Mental Hospital.
Linda, Linda,
So
go
did Heather
home.
catch
Damn it,
the
Linda.
ghost of a nurse from the old abandoned hospital?
Linda.
And if not, why could no one else see the strange woman walking down the
Bruce,
sidewalk?
you're gonna go chase F5
Oh,
or
no.
F5 tornadoes or whatever.
Cara Messina lives in an old house in New York State
Yeah,
that was built
listen.
in the 1800s and has a very
Linda,
tragic
listen.
past. In the early to mid 1800s, the house was part of the Underground Railroad, a network for fugitive slaves seeking freedom. Slaves escaping the South were forced to hide under the house to avoid capture by authorities. Because of its dark history, Cara believes that the house might be haunted, and she says that while her family has lived there,
You find one of these in your house, what do you do, guys? You just randomly find oh, look, there's a freaking trap door in my kitchen.
Gaming office.
Gaming office.
Put a bunch of
Nah,
LEDs down there.
I'm sealing that door shut. Put a rug over it, just like in the Evil Dead. No one's going down there.
No,
You
Bryce.
have a spooky story experience?
That's why you
Go ahead.
Oh, we'll wait for him to say it.
You can go ahead and say it, Louise.
No, I was just saying that's why you set up down there, and then you just have like haunted occurrences happening while you're streaming. You have a haunted co-host.
Sometimes they're not cool. I've seen so many like streamer clips of like the doors opening and stuff. There was a VTuber in Japan that actually was living in a haunt that had like shit happening in her house. Like it was getting bad. She like moved. I don't know if it followed her too. I can't remember. But I remember it being a big deal.
That's what bothers me the most about all that. Like a haunted house and you expect it to be haunted is like, all right, you know, I can be here. I'm mentally prepared. You know, continue your bullshit as expected. But if you follow me, I don't like that. Like I'm trying to work, dude. Leave me alone. Do it in shifts.
It's a full-time job to haunt you, Louise. Whatever's down there, they can have the whole house. Set the house on fire. Burn it down to the ground.
Wonder if Aries is typing the story or not.
Maybe we'll see. You'll work at a haunted place if they pay you $600K an hour.
God damn.
Dang. You can work at these bars and stuff. There's plenty of haunted bars. Or hotels are haunted too. Finish this video and we'll see what Aries says. But, oh, here we go. Cheaper rent and mortgage. I don't know. That seems like something they try to hide. Do you think people say that houses are haunted like when they're like going to look at shopping for houses, right? The real estate agent's just like, okay, I have to legally tell you that this house is haunted.
I literally had that happen to me, Bryce.
Oh, really?
I literally had that happen to me. Read Aries' story first, and I'll tell you mine.
Okay, gotcha. A few years back, I was alone at home watching TV. Beside the TV is just our window, and the view is basically a few feet of land and then the river. Nobody can get there unless you live in the compound. While I was watching, I saw a face push itself on the window, staring at you. It's a woman dressed as white, no emotion in her eye, just looking at you. What'd you do? What did you do? Did you attack? Was it flight or fight? Fight or flight? It was nighttime too. The only light was from your room. Oh, nah. Why are you reading like that? Like what? What do you mean reading like what? Good cry. You stared at it? Oh, because you thought I was tripping? Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have to do a double take. I would have to do a double take.
She had assert dominance.
Mm-hmm. Double down. Were you wearing brown pants? Oh, no, it wasn't Daytac, was it? What a coincidence. Tried to move a bit and it was looking directly at you. Oh. You gotta go bleach my mind. No, poor Lucy. And the lights went out and it was gone. Oh. Like a blackout? Just like a quick one? Like a quick little just like that is scary. Lucy's crying. Lucy, no, it's okay. It's okay. Lucy.
Yeah, in regards to mine, Bryce, do you remember how I was saying that I was going to move to Del Rio sometime last year? That I was like, oh, there's this crazy house and it's so cheap and this and that. You remember that? Vaguely, yeah. I went down there and it was a 2-story house, fucking massive, and it was really well priced. And the lady was well priced. Yeah, the lady went in there and we walked around, and as soon as it was time to go upstairs, she's like, "Oh, I'm not going up there." And I was like, "All right, fine, whatever." And so like we went up there, and it was funky, dude. Like it was obviously not supposed to be 2 or 3 story. So you go up to the first story, it's short. You know, I'm tall. I went up there, my head was hitting the roof. Like it was just, it's like, what, who's living in here? Fucking dwarves or what? And like, I'm trying to walk around. I can only walk through certain areas, and all the walls are awkwardly shaped. Like they're not, like the rooms are just not properly distributed, I guess. Like the quote unquote master bath the master bedroom is like really big, and then the next little guest room is tiny, and then you go into the next little like bathroom, tiny. Like I could barely walk in there. I'm like, who is taking a bath in here or a shower in here? And then there was this other, like, okay, so on the outside it looks like a 2-story. On the inside though, if you go to the second story, there was this weird little like wraparound staircase, and you would technically go to a hidden 3rd story. And that room was just as tiny as the other ones. I'm like, man, what happened here? This is the weirdest fucking house. And anyway, like it was unique and it had charm, and we were still interested and whatever. And we were kind of like trying to get more info because we were like, yeah, it's fucking great. It's massive. And we went all the way down to the outside. And then the lady is just kind of like, I'm not comfortable with this house, especially because you have a small child. And we're like, what do you mean? It's like every time that I've come in here, it has weird energy. And I've had clients tell me that they can see people looking at me from the 3rd story in that window multiple times. And we looked up there and I was like, I don't fucking see it. Like, I don't really know what you're talking about. But like, she was like, I'm not even joking. Like, I don't feel comfortable renting or like, pushing this house on y'all because y'all have a small child. Like, I'm literally uncomfortable with you, like your small child being here. Like, I was like, all right, I mean, if you're really that worried about it, then give me some other houses. And we went around, but apparently, like, long story short, this house is apparently owned by a family that had been in Del Rio for a long time. They actually own the Julios. And
oh, really?
Yeah, they actually own the Julios that they broke off to San Angelo and all that bullshit. But anyway, that family broke off into a bunch of drama, and several of them are owned by Border Patrol agents, and the other ones are owned by some other people, and like they hate each other. Like they were actually like fighting.
Blood.
Yeah, so the current owner was from the Border Patrol, and when we showed up, he had actually boarded the doors, and he was just like, the lady was confused. She's like, he told me he wanted to sell this. I don't know why he's doing this. So like, there's all this drama around this house. It's like, okay, and by the end of it, we were like, you know what? No, we're just not gonna mess with it. Show us other houses. But yeah, like it was just kind of weird. We always like remember that. I was like, man, that's crazy that somebody was like, they felt so strongly about it being haunted that they were willing to like go out of their way and be like, yeah, no, I don't want to make several $1,000s selling this to you. Let's do something else. Like I was like, that's kind of crazy.
Damn. They wanted it for themselves, Louise. That's
I mean, they might have. Who knows?
Maybe they're just they're fibbing stories so nobody will buy that house, and then they can buy the house.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah,
she sold it. I believed
the
it.
architects were on demon hours making that house. They did something, and there's like, dude, we gotta get this house down.
I wish I had recorded it. It was the weirdest fucking house. Like the bottom was great. Like it was like old 90s, old 70s kind of style. Like the bottom was awesome. But as soon as you went up, you're like, what the fuck happened? Like it was just the weirdest house.
Ooh-wee. But hey, Tor, I see your message. I said, what's up, dude? We're just talking spooky stories. All right, let's see. Back to trapdoor in the kitchen. Let's see.
They have had, quote, some ghostly activity through the years. So one day, Kara and her daughter are just relaxing around the house, and they start to hear a very strange sound coming from the basement.
So for the last 20 minutes, I've been sitting on my couch, and it's been dead silent, and all of a sudden, I hear Santa, and
That door has no doorknob.
I thought it was coming from outside, and it's not.
Maybe it's because you kept jiggling it.
This is my basement.
Here's Santa. There's Santa. What does she have blurred out?
I was wondering.
Girl, what are you carrying with you?
Right? Do you have a gun in your hand or what?
Tell me it's in the same box as Chucky right now.
Gonna fight it.
Yeah, it's right there. What?
She pulled out her machete. Golly, it's loud.
Right, but it hasn't been touched, and all of a sudden, after all of these months. And it's off.
Shit.
Kara's daughter flips through a box, which ironically contains two
Fucking
old Chucky
Chucky's,
dolls.
right?
Only
Oh my
to find
god.
that a Santa figurine has
Yeah, I had him a
suddenly
fucking
activated
knife too.
itself
Might as well.
and is just talking away, even though the power switch is turned off. But there's something even weirder here that video viewers noticed after this
freaking out,
clip was
Lucy.
uploaded.
No,
Because
Lucy.
did you hear it?
It's not real, Lucy. It's all fake.
Right, but it hasn't been touched, and all of a sudden,
Wait, what
after
did
all
it
of these
say?
months.
What? What did it say?
No, stop. What the hell?
And it's off.
Just as the Santa doll is picked up and suddenly stops talking, it can be heard seeming to frantically yell, "No, stop!" So is Kara's basement haunted? Is the little Santa doll possessed by some wayward spirit?
No,
Or
stop
is it all
it.
just a very odd coincidence? You decide. Daddy Ghost.
Hey.
One morning, a woman named Cheyenne is taking care of her 2-year-old daughter when the little girl says something very strange.
Okay, who is it?
Oh.
Is it your daddy?
No, it's your daddy.
Oh. What?
Is where?
I've claimed.
Yeah, I remember you gave me a
was
story
this-
like that.
Yeah. I was this child at one point, saying that I saw my my two dead grandfathers. And my family, it was like at my birthday party, and my family, my aunt and my mom both tell me that I said that I saw him, and she's like, I called him by name. One of them, my mother's dad passed away when she was only 4 years old, so I had no way in my entire life of knowing who he was. But she said that I called his name specifically, and I had no way of knowing. Do you remember how they look? I don't. I have no idea. I have no memory of it. But yeah, they said that I said his name and everything. Like, oh, that's Grandpa so and so, right? But yeah, I don't know. I was this child.
Okay. Okay, show me.
See?
Oh.
Your daddy's missing you.
My daddy's missing me?
That's your dad.
Let's go get him. Where'd he go?
In you.
Okay, show me.
Her daughter seems to be referring to Cheyenne's dad, which is odd because not only has her daughter never met her granddad, but even Cheyenne herself was only just a toddler when her father passed away.
It's exactly the
So
same.
Cheyenne shows her daughter a picture, and the little girl confirms that it's the man she saw in the hallway of their house.
Yes?
Yes, it looks like that.
Daddy. Daddy. Daddy.
Yeah. And Mabel, what does your ghost do?
No.
What did you say he gave you?
Heart.
A heart?
Daddy. Daddy.
Uh-huh.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Hey,
2
Lucy,
days
it's not
later,
all scary. It's
and it
wholesome.
happens again.
Just see me.
What sees you? The ghost? What are you talking about?
My mom.
Oh! The dog scared me, and you already freaked me out.
Oh, my own.
Cheyenne says that her daughter still occasionally talks to the entity that the little girl now refers to as, quote, Daddy Ghost. But Cheyenne says that some online comments have scared her a bit.
She calls him Daddy
Yeah.
Ghost. She's only had an experience like that 2 or 3 times. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, I try to capture it on video. I also had a lot of comments saying that it wasn't like something nice. It was something mean. That freaked me out, so don't say that again. A lot of people were telling me don't communicate with it. I'm not. I'm scared. She is, and she doesn't understand.
Sing.
Tell him, Mabel.
So is Cheyenne's daughter seeing the ghost of her granddad stopping by for a visit? What do you think? A grave situation. A young woman named Britt lives on a large horse ranch in the mountains. She says that lately, things around the ranch have gotten a little strange. Well, actually, they've gotten a lot strange. It all starts one day when Britt's dog Josie just
scared to go downstairs
completely
now.
freaks out.
So, I'm recording this just in the off chance that no one believes me. Maybe I can catch it in real life of a freaking cemetery in my front yard.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
It's just inside. I'm by myself with my dog. She's up in that room upstairs. You can really hear her working.
Uh-huh.
Sure can.
Josie? Josie?
Just did
She's
that.
just been staring at that, and then she started
the second angle.
barking, and she growled. And when she growled, I kind of like booked it, but I don't really know. Like, that's usually like her stance while she's waiting for me to come home, and I'm just like, is she waiting for someone to walk out of that closet? Like, I just don't really know what she's staring at. Because again, like, this is usually how she looks when she's waiting for me to come in, and I'm just like,
Just a closet. Nothing wrong, dog. Come on.
like, what?
Look at him.
What is it? What is it?
And she gets dragged in, Bryce. And doors closed.
The dog starts ferociously barking at the upstairs bedroom closet for absolutely no reason. But little Josie's strange behavior doesn't stop there. As Britt mentioned, she has a private cemetery in front of her house where some of her family members and also several of their deceased pets are all buried together. Recently, the dog Josie has just started staring at the small graveyard.
Josie?
That's pretty
like
weird to have it like right in your front yard like that.
Is it like a pet cemetery or
The horses on the
something?
ranch
I
often
don't
just
know.
way
Way
too
too
toward the
little.
small cemetery as well.
Well, that's
The
not
horse.
creepy. Seriously, what are you two looking at? What is it?
Nothing.
But now, weirdest of all, Britt says that lately the neighbors' cows have started to wander over to her property, and they also just weirdly stand around the small graveyard.
See, this is what I'm talking about. They literally just come and hang out here all the time now. It's a newer development.
Oh, you get a write-off when you have a family cemetery in your yard?
Why? They just kind of come and really breathe around this area. And they just kind of will freeze and won't move. So, yeah.
They just stand around their cows. Cows are going to stand around.
You think maybe it's like their original farmers just hanging out there and they're like, all right, cool, I guess we'll hang out too.
Oh, who knows? Maybe. You think cows are creepy?
They're pretty creepy.
What's up?
What?
How are cows not
Britt
creepy,
is
Bryce?
confused and a little creeped out by
I
all
don't
of the
know,
animals'
like-
strange behavior. But things are about to
Have you
take an
ever-
even more
Cute.
terrifying
Pause it, Bryce.
turn.
Pause it, Bryce. Pause it.
One night, Britt orders
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen a bull that's gone aggressive?
Well, I'm not talking about bulls. We're talking about cows.
Or a cow. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, cows are kind of the same way. But I mean, like, have you ever seen them when they're like actually territorial and like they're not just their normal happy-go-lucky cow selves?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it before.
Yeah, they're fucking creepy, Bryce.
They're not creepy. They're doing it's their instinct. But yeah, I like cows.
Have you ever seen the video with Redford?
Highland cows? Redford? No.
No, that was badass. So okay, so there's this like bull called Redford, and he's like terrorizing his farmer, and he fucking calls his oh man, I can't remember his bull. There's like there's another bull that's bigger than Redford, and he's cool with them, and he feeds him a moon pie, and he calls him from far away. He's like, "Hey, come help me!" And he like whistles at him, and he comes back, and like the big bull is just kind of like, "What, Redford? You want some shit or what?" And he just like pushes him off, and then the guy's just like, "Hey, thanks, man," and he gives him the little moon pie. You never seen that video?
Talking about?
Dude, I was so stressed when I watched it the first time. I was like, "Oh man, fuck that bull!" And then until I saw the other one.
Lucy thinks cows are scary too. The white skull pattern once. It was a cow reaper dude. Nah, I don't know what John's talking about. Cows are cute.
From Uber Eats. The driver is a bit disturbed by the gathered cows at the graveyard, but he completes his delivery. And then things just get weird.
There's nothing wrong with the cows, dude. They're just cows.
You are gonna take off running or what?
I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sorry about that.
This location is outside. No here.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
If they close in.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
He's a cow.
He's scared. He's like, oh.
They're actually not mine. I don't know. It wasn't showing up.
No, yeah.
No. They come hang out around here every night.
They're not her cows?
Yeah.
At Redford? Okay.
What would you do if this happened in your house?
There she goes. We gotta.
Oh my god. Hi.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. See, this is what I'm talking about. Every freaking night, like even at night, they even come and hang out here, and they just like stand and like.
Oh.
Are you for real right now?
Okay, that's your nope. An alarm? A house alarm?
Whoa,
what was
shit.
that about?
You didn't see her shirt?
Something sets off the alarm inside Britt's house.
Something pulled her
and
shirt.
As she carefully walks back inside, some unseen force seems to actually grab and pull her shirt.
Yeah.
She drops her food in terror and runs back out. Britt says that she was too afraid to return to the house. She spent the rest of the night in the family RV that was parked outside.
Left her food. Go back for your Uber Eats.
Nick and Ted from the YouTube channel The Hunting Public are out bow hunting on public lands in the remote wilderness of Missouri. Suddenly they hear something that sends chills down their spines.
They can't do anything. Yeah. Cows, though.
Now, let me say before I show you these clips, in accordance with YouTube guidelines, no one is shown being hurt in the following video. There is absolutely no evidence that any crime was committed in this video or that anyone was injured in any way. All right, so
there you go.
While Nick and Ted are hunting, they hear a gunshot, followed by some insane screaming. They immediately grab their camera and start recording.
You know, you'd be surprised on like the things you could hear in the forest and stuff, and it's just animals. Animals make some really out of this world noises.
Now, Nick and Ted are in such a remote area of the Missouri woods that they have no cell service to call the authorities. So, all they can do is listen.
What's like foxes? Yeah, foxes make noises. Like baby goats. Baby goats sound like children.
Yeah.
So. They went to investigate.
Skinwalker, Bryce.
God damn, I hate you. Yeah, exactly. ATAC knows.
Oh shit.
I keep getting chills all down my back. Yeah. Somebody is screaming at the absolute top of their lungs over there. Very not good obscenities to someone else. I've never witnessed anybody screaming like that. Yeah.
God damn.
That's a lot.
Something not good's going on.
Nah, dude, you think? Trying to make out.
Again, Nick tries to call someone to report the incident.
There you go, see?
But they still can't find a spot in the woods with cell service.
Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to be super quiet because I want to make the content transformative, but I'm trying so hard to see if I can make out what it's saying in the background.
Yeah, I couldn't tell anything. It did sound like you were swearing, like just angry and yelling, but yeah, it's hard to tell.
Going on, but
all right, they're going to investigate right now.
Sound like something off a dang horror movie over there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it sounds like a guy that's absolutely losing his mind over there. Completely.
At this point, Nick and Ted are totally freaked out. They just head back to their truck so that they can get out of there and call the police.
All they got is a bow too.
I've heard some stuff that I feel needs to be reported to the police department.
Okay.
I was hunting, me and a buddy were hunting, and at about 6:45, we heard gunshots, which is not uncommon. But then for 30 minutes straight or so, there was lots of screaming and just people obscenities, and it sounded like something really bad was going on over there, and there was 20 or more gunshots ended up happening. I have pins dropped on a map about how far we were from where we think this was occurring. We didn't know what to do, and we had no service, so we're trying to report and see if anything had been reported about there.
Days later, Nick and Ted provide an update on what happened after their terrifying encounter in the woods.
So after that hunt, you can see we alerted proper authorities, and the days following that event, I had some contact with the state game warden, and they told me that they found nothing on this situation, and they went in there, and there was nothing to be found.
Even though Nick and Ted reported the disturbing incident and even provided GPS coordinates to local authorities, nothing was found at the site. There's absolutely no evidence that any kind of horrible event ever took place there.
You know, it freaked us out, and, you know, we really got unsettled by it, and we weren't scared that, you know, someone wasn't coming after us, but we had heard something that it could have been. You know, your mind goes to think about what could that be, and, you know, I immediately go to worst case scenario.
So did Nick and Ted just hear someone having a random temper tantrum or a breakdown? Was it just someone freaking out and maybe just shooting guns at a tree stump? Or was it something much more disturbing? You decide. For the full-length version of this video, be sure to check out the channel, The Hunting Public. Shadow.
All right, I got to take care of this first, Luis.
The VIP?
I got to get that redeemed. Okay, now we're back. Shadow of Doubt.
Of a Doubt. Now, I've covered the strange and creepy story of a woman named Rosanna in one of my previous videos. Rosanna lives in France in an apartment that she claims is intensely haunted by some mysterious dark entity.
Oh, shit.
One night while she is home alone, she starts to hear strange sounds coming from her children's playroom. What she catches on camera is truly chilling.
Whoa, shit.
Damn.
Was that somebody by the door?
I don't know. Thank you for
Oh.
thank you for the 4 months, Lucy.
What the?
It's a little penguin. Funny. Everything's just going off.
God damn.
Bird's house. What's that say, Luis? Is that?
That is not Spanish, no. That looks
No.
like French because of the moi.
Okay. Okay.
And the set.
It's this Toy Story, guys. Remember?
Toys in the playroom begin to move on their own, and as Rosanna goes to investigate, she notices something very strange. Did you see it?
Not really.
In the window reflection, the large shadowy figure of a man seems to be standing right behind her. But when she spins around, there's no one there. Rosanna sees the strange shadow behind her again in the reflection, but then the figure just disappears. Rosanna claims that this dark spirit has haunted her apartment for months, but she just can't afford to move out right now. So is Rosanna being haunted by some evil entity? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
It's not Toy Story. It's just Toy Story, guys.
A guide to the other side.
It's a pretty elaborate hoax if it is.
A young woman named Diana posted a very disturbing video to Instagram. In the video, Diana and her brother are watching as the police arrive at a trailer at the edge of their property. The police are showing up for a wellness check after the sad, lonely man who rents the trailer has not been seen for weeks. It turns out that the man had unfortunately passed away inside the trailer. This is the footage.
Right there, right there.
Hold on. I think I figured out. Do I need to go widescreen, Luis?
Oh shit, yeah. I forgot all about it. Yeah, you gotta be widescreen.
Yeah. That's why. I was like, why? I was wondering why, like, everything was not lined up correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be part of the video where it's screwed up. Oh well.
It's fine.
I'm just gonna make it a scut video, just throw it up there just because we haven't done anything in a while. Whatever.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, so normally we like do a little pause and talk about the video, but yeah, whatever. I'm just going with the flow.
Wait, they're going up to Tom's place.
God damn, dude.
Yep.
Pause the
wait,
strobing
you said
effect.
the light wasn't off.
Yeah, exactly. And I knew that something was going on. That's a lot of cops.
Holy shit, the hell? Oh my god, they're calling.
They're coming in.
Are they calling something in?
I gotta call the JOP.
Going back over.
I completely missed whatever that sound was referencing.
What was Tom doing?
Is there like an app you can check or something to figure out?
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't see nothing.
I didn't see anything either.
Sound effect. It's supposed to like do something.
Yeah, it's usually like it's like notating something happening, but I didn't see it. Lucy's apparently saying we missed something. A person
There's
somewhere.
A person? We didn't see it.
Yeah, I did not see it.
Did you see it?
Nope.
The small shadow of a child can be seen lurking outside the trailer, seemingly lost and abandoned. But the police don't even notice, walking
Yeah,
right
no,
by as
I
if
would
they
never
can't
notice
even
that.
see the child. And then suddenly the small child shadow just disappears.
Oh,
Watch again.
I see.
Everybody uses CapCut. He was just a short officer.
The figure disappears into thin air right in front of the police, but they don't seem to see anyone. Viewers of the video pointed out that there was another odd apparition in this video. Something that looks like the shadowy figure of a man standing in the trailer window. So a few days later, Diana and her father go to check out the trailer, and things get really weird.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa, what the fuck? Like a dead crow or what?
Just ran
What
off.
was that?
Yeah, it was a crow.
Ugh.
Probably baked inside the building and died up there.
Yeah, so.
And dude, he's
a lot of
partying.
alcohol. What's he got? Some Tito's?
Yeah.
Whoa. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait, did this guy have a kid? What is this?
Yeah, this kid died too, like, I don't know, before.
Oh, shit.
A long time ago.
So first, Diana is terrified when a dead crow falls out of one of the cabinets.
Yep, that is.
Which seems odd, as the man has only been deceased and out of the trailer for a few days. So, how did the bird get there? But next, Diana sees a child's paintings on the refrigerator. Her dad tells her that the man had a horrible tragedy where his young daughter passed away many years ago at a very young age. But the man kept her drawings and mourned her for the rest of his life, descending into sorrow and alcoholism. So, is this childlike shadow figure the man's daughter coming back to meet him as he passes to the other side? What do you think?
We'd like to think so.
Mirror, mirror. A woman who goes by the online name Pixie Paranormal 1 is a psychic medium and paranormal investigator who has had quite a few strange experiences. Some that could be supernatural.
What is this noise?
No idea.
Water pressure?
So this
Weird?
lady? Yeah.
What is this noise?
And she has also experienced some scary incidents that are just a bit too real.
When the sun goes down.
Got a load of kids running around in here. Can you hear them all?
That's a big ass dog.
That's a girl crying. Can you hear that, guys? Hang on. Turn the lights off for a minute, people. Turn these lights off.
God, turn them off.
Turn these lights off. Hang on a minute, guys. We've got to turn these lights off. Turn the lights off. Turn that light off. Turn it off. I don't mind hunting ghosts, but it's the humans that worry me.
Yeah, exactly.
Human beings freak me out.
But recently, Pixie Paranormal 1 had a very chilling experience right in her own home.
Literally our first
She
episode,
heard
right?
cracking
Said
sounds
the exact
coming
same
from her
shit.
mirror, so she grabbed her phone and began to film. What happens next is truly bizarre.
Go up here.
Look at my mirror.
Whoa,
My
what the
mirror's
fuck?
cracking by itself.
What's happening? Wait. Wait, stop.
Harry,
Face.
my mirror
Are they
is
playing
cracking by
Roblox?
itself.
Yeah, they are.
It's cracked twice so far. Why is it cracking by itself?
No fucking idea.
There's too many.
Yeah, it's really fucking weird.
Alright, let's just carry on again. Right, follow me. It's me.
Yeah, it goes now. There will
Stay
be
there,
soon.
don't go near it.
This way.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Mama, I know. Make
Roblox
a
explains
naughty
it.
mirror. Wait.
No,
Why is the mirror cracking?
I don't know.
I know. Make the naughty seven.
The woman's mirror begins to break and crack all on its own right before her eyes. Even weirder, what looks like a strange misshapen face seems to appear in the slowly shattering mirror.
I don't see the face.
So did one of the ghosts from Pixie's Paranormal Investigations follow her home? Or just what do you think is happening here?
That is weird.
It's like breathing.
Scary videos.
Oh. Disclaimer. These scary videos. Gotta watch out for these guys. This is number 1. Oh. I muted it.
No, Bryce. You know what number 1 is?
Clips that might seem a bit...
What?
The Jinn videos.
The Jinn ones are good.
Jinn ones are
I
so
like
good.
the
First, but... nah. Case in point. Some Dutch urbex explorers are checking out an abandoned old building. And they find something absolutely terrifying.
Urbex is fun until...
Hij is allemaal...
What the fuck? I missed it.
Did you dare?
Now, honestly, squatters in an abandoned house are much more dangerous than
Oh shit!
ghosts.
Yeah, no, hell no.
Also, did you notice that this guy's friend has on the same jacket as the squatter guy? Truly bizarre. And next up, a woman is chilled to her core as she wakes up to strange activity. Some unseen force seems to open and close the drawers in her bedroom.
Yeah, it's a little creepy. More annoying. Let's put those like baby locks on them so they don't open. Shit.
But then it's just her cat stuck inside her wardrobe chest. Look, there's his little head peeking out. And finally,
Captivity.
Pedro sees a very strange shadow of what seems to be a person who is just not there.
Oh, look at that guy.
Oh, what the hell? It's Bryce after a night of the finals. He's like, God damn it, my teammates. Whoa, what the hell? Never mind, that's him, never mind. The hell?
It's the chair.
And then Pedro realizes that he just has weirdly designed chairs. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, please, if you want to be.
Yeah, that could have been a lot
And
worse.
hopefully, I'll see you back here next time.
We've seen our fair share of the ones where like there's homeless and they break into it and like those are creepy. Those make me uncomfortable.
You're still traumatized.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought maybe the funny videos at the end would help.